Hello, welcome to RC Video Reviews. Today we're going to talk about the mixer and output mapping on ExpressLRS. One of the things I absolutely love about EdgeTX is the ability to assign any stick, any switch, any knob to any channel I want in the mixer. I've got an example set up for you right now where I'm going to show you a very simple mix arrangement, and I'm going to show you the difference in using the mixer versus channel remapping in ExpressLRS, which is also a very powerful capability. Let's start out by looking at my configuration. Right now I've got my little RCVR2 model on the desk, and I have an ER6 receiver bound, and I have two ailerons set up. So channels 1 and 4 are connected to the left aileron and the right aileron. So if I move my stick back and forth, you can see the ailerons are moving just like we'd expect them to move in a normal model setup. Right, just a very basic configuration. Now in EdgeTX, these mix lines correspond to the pin numbers on the receiver. So right now I have channel number 1 set for an aileron input, and I have channel 4 set for an aileron input. That means both channels 1 and 4 react to this stick movement, and those go out on pins 1 and 4 on the receiver. Now, if I were to take channel 4 away and get rid of that, we'll just delete it. And now when I move my stick, you can see only one of my ailerons moves. This one doesn't move because I turned it off. This aileron is connected to pin number 4 on the receiver, pin number 4. If I were to go back in my mixer and add, say, channel 6, and I set that to be the input for aileron, just like I did before, and I move my stick, nothing happens because this servo is connected to pin number 4 on the receiver. And I'm telling the mixer, connect my aileron stick to channel 6. That's why nothing's happening here. However, in ExpressLRS, we have the ability to do a remap. So this channel 6 is my input channel, and this receiver channel 4 is my output channel. So what we'll do is we'll go into our ExpressLRS Lua. But first, for you electronics gurus and tinkerers out there, check out PCBWay.com. PCBWay has a full suite of services available to make your ideas a reality, including PCB manufacturing and assembly, CNC machining, 3D printing, and injection molding. When you're ready to order, PCBWay provides instant quotes, real-time production tracking, and you can order as few as 5 boards at a time, which is great for early-stage projects. If you need an experienced partner to help bring your ideas to life, check out PCBWay.com. I have a link in the description if you'd like to give them a look. I'll press the System button and ExpressLRS. And once that populates, I'm going to scroll left to Other Devices, and I'll click the jog dial, and there is my receiver, Radiomaster ER6. I'll click on that, and that'll bring up the configuration parameters for the Radiomaster ER6 receiver, and we're going to go down to this section called Output Mapping right there, and we'll click the jog dial, and now you can see my output channel, pin number 4, is mapped to my input channel, number 4. That's normally the correct way to do things. But say for whatever reason, in your mixer, you want pin number 4 to be connected to channel 6 from your radio. All I have to do now is go down to my input channel and move this from 4. I just pressed on the jog dial, and now I'm rotating the jog dial to number 6. And when I press the jog dial again to lock that value in, it's going to reset the receiver, so make sure you don't do this with props turned on. And now, when I move my stick, you can see my aileron moves back and forth. You see that? That's all I did was do a little remap. I told ExpressLRS, hey, for channel number 4, I want you to listen to the input from the radio from channel number 6. Now, you might say, what's the advantage of doing that? One immediate use case is for the arming switch. So on ExpressLRS, we need to use channel 5 or aux1 for arming, and I normally use my SH switch for that. So now all I've done for channel 5 is I've used SH as my arming switch. In ExpressLRS, we can see how that works by going back into the Lua, and you can see with that switch toward me, right now we have the armed state. If I press the switch away, that armed state goes away. Now, the problem is I don't want to burn pin number 5 on my receiver for the arming state. So this is a really good place to use a remap. And we can do that by going into Other Devices, and we'll do ER6. And now we'll go down to output mapping, and I'm going to look for output channel number 5, which is pin number 5, and we're going to remap that. In this case, I already have it mapped to channel number 6. So now pin number 5 on the receiver is listening to the mixer channel 6. That's a really nice little technique to avoid losing pin number 5 for arming purposes on ExpressLRS. Let me give you one more example of how you might use output mapping on ExpressLRS instead of in a mixer. I'm going to delete all these other lines. We'll just get rid of those. And all I'm left with is channel 1, which will move my aileron over there. So one mix line only, it's channel 1, and that moves my aileron. So now I can go back into my system settings on ExpressLRS. We'll click on Other Devices and then Radio Master ER6. And for output mapping, what I'm going to do, I'll look at output channel 1, which corresponds to pin number 1 on the receiver, and you can see that is mapped to input channel 1, which is the mixer. That's mixer line number 1. Okay, that means that aileron works based on the mix input on channel 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go over to channel 4, which is where my other aileron is connected, and I'm going to remap that. Instead of input channel 6, I'm going to set that to be input channel 1 as well. When the receiver reboots and reconnects, we'll see both ailerons moving on that single input channel. So in this case, I effectively created a mix on the receiver itself, not in the radio. So right now, ExpressLRS just says, okay, if he feeds me input on channel 1, which is what I have set up in my mixer for this stick, I'm going to send that output to output channel 1 and output channel 4, which you can see right here on the screen. I hope these examples help spur your creativity and help you create a better understanding of the difference between creating mixes in EdgeTX versus doing channel remaps in ExpressLRS. They have some similar functionalities. Of course, on the radio, in a mixer, you can do a lot more. You can apply curves and use switches and all kinds of other things versus ExpressLRS, where you take the physical pin or output channel and remap that to an input channel from the radio. The only other thing you can do there is set inversion. There's no mix capability or changing percentages or weights or any of that kind of thing. If you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when new videos hit the channel. That's all I've got for today. Take it easy and go fly something. Hey, if you like the work I do here on RC Video Reviews, please consider joining me on Patreon. For about the price of a cup of coffee, you can help me keep making videos just like this one. If you'd like to help out, there's a link in the description and on your screen.